Hello everyone, it is me, Geeky, and today we're back with an unboxing. Today's unboxing, we got from Transformers Age of the Primes, Transformers Beast Wars Neo, Leader Class, Big Convoy. Even though the box says Maximo Big Convoy, I'm just gonna call him Big Convoy. It's probably the same case with Jazz, where basically every iteration is called Autobot Jazz. They probably do that to keep the trademark on the name. But yeah, pretty cool. I also rewanted this guy a lot this year because he looks cool. I mean, who wouldn't want a Mammoth Transformer? Surprised we only had one. Well, I mean, there's a couple of redecos. I think for a BotCon, his Beast Wars Neo toy got reprinted into Ultra Magnus. And then obviously there's the Nemesis Prime variation because whenever you get an Optimus, it's only a matter of time before a Nemesis version comes out. Most of the time, I think there are some Optimus toys that don't have a Nemesis counterpart. But yeah, still really cool to have this in the collection now. Obviously go in the box. Shows Convoy, his Mammoth mode. I haven't seen too much of Beast Wars Neo, but I did see the basics on Big Convoy. From what I remember that, he's kind of at least in the show, he's more of a solitary kind of leader than Leo Convoy was. Like, Leo Convoy was really outgoing, while Big Convoy was kind of just a one-man show. Like, he didn't want to involve others. I forget why, but yeah, I know a little bit here and there because of the basics on Big Convoy. Takes 29 steps to go from robot to Mammoth mode, HG8 Plus. Obviously, I already showed off the name being Maximo Big Convoy. I was really surprised when I got this from Walmart because I walked in expecting nothing. I see it on the shelves and I'm like, wow! And I'm jumping up and down eternally, and I was about to start jumping up and down in real life. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm in public. I don't want to seem like a loser. But flip up here, just shows the name again. Flip over here, shows a couple of the primes. I'm guessing Leech, Megatronus, and Star Convoy. And then over here just shows off Convoy again, but just a silhouette of its robot mode. Flip down here, barcode, and what's included is one figure and 7 pieces. Flip to the back. Then there's a stamp of approval. I guess you get a little blaster cannon thing. And just reiterate 29 steps go from robot to mammoth. But yeah, let's pop it open now. It's becoming use scissors and ink sharp, especially if you're a youngin'. But this year has been really nice to me for store pickups, because last year I only had 2, so I wonder if this is the universe saying sorry to me for only giving me like 2 things to pick up in the stores. Jump down. Alright, so it's the Mumbo Jumbo paper. Oh, it's upside down. Here's some Mumbo Jumbo paper. And here are the instructions. So I'm just going to open those up real quick. Alright, so apparently when you get them out of the box, there's some stuff you need to do. So I'll look at that as I clean up. Yeah. Okay, this just helps you get turret mode ready. Which I'm not gonna really bother with. Well, maybe I will. I gotta decide while I clean up. And then here's how you start to transform the lad. And there we go. Do you have to like pot form the tusks? That is weird. I did not realize you had to pot form the tusks. Alright. I know you had to pot form the top. I mean, that was also the same with the original toy, so no need to complain there. I guess maybe because, oh, well, it was back in the day and the new one shouldn't have to. Alright, well, let's get out his accessories. There we go. There you go. I'll put these on later. Now let's play the counting game. So this is basically the top of the mammoth right here. So if you buy this figure loose, make sure it's complete, because otherwise you will be missing a good chunk of the mammoth mode. 1, 2. So 2 for its top half. Okay, let's see, where do we start? Right here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cyrus 9 frame. 7. 1, let's just turn you around so it's easier. Because I have to really get in here. 8. And then 9. So let's see, -2. So 7 plastic strips for Convoy himself, but 9 in total. I guess 10. So never mind. So 8 for a Convoy. Alright, well, let me just quickly clean up. Alright, here's our lad big Convoy. Although he is supposed to be a smaller leader, because they did that on purpose, so he scales with the Commander Legacy United, which was Beast Wars Neo's Magnetron. Because in the show, at least, Magnetron was a fair bit taller, so they made him a bit smaller on purpose. Okay, so let's see how we do this without shoving my elbow into them. So for his tusks, you want to bring out his arms. There's these little nubs. You want them facing like this. So you want to plug them on like so. Okay, I think this might be the wrong tusk. Let's try on this one. Yeah, that looks a little bit more better. So let me just get the other one. Okay, I was gonna say, hopefully they don't give me 2 of the same tusk. He's a very everywhere kind of figure. Like, he has lots of pieces everywhere. Alright, so we did that. Now we can take his blaster and you can just put one of his hands. It's supposed to go in one of his hands. There we go. Let me see. Got my tripod. There we go. That's where I want to put it. You can like put his boomerangs somewhere in his arm sections. But I'm gonna put them in his legs. So yeah. So fold out his legs, and there's a circle right there. So you just wanna put them on like this. And if I have to parts form it, it's fine. I don't think I have to. I think these can stay on. Then just close these up. And there we go. Alright, so that's all his parts done. And then, obviously, since he's a prime, yeah. There's his matrix, which he can hold. He actually is able to hold it because he has butterfly joints for it. But I don't really like take out my matrices because usually, I don't know, just before in the past airplane, maybe this one's easy to get in and out, but I'm not gonna test that. So here's the other chunk of him being that. So let's see if I can figure out put that into a turret. Oh! So you can have them on his back. I knew it looked stupid. So there's nubs right here, and on the other side you can just plug the tusks into. Yeah, that looks much better. Alright, let's work on this turret, see how we can make it work. Okay, so let's see, step 1. You want to, I guess, have it out like this first, and then for the actual step 1, come from back here, and you want to just pull these pieces out. Then you want to rotate them till you hit that as it falls off, but look, it's a Transformers toy. So you want to do like that. Fold this down, flip it around and see what they're talking about. Okay. Bring this back. Weird conversion of steps, because step 6, once you bend this back, and on step 7, it's like flat again. And for the next step, fold this out. Then they want you to fold this out. Extend that. Dude, these instructions make no sense because they're doing different steps on the paper. But then they want you to bring it over and grab Convoy's hand, and then they want you to like plug it in. Woo. Okay, let me get this in. And there we go. We have his rail gun. I don't know exactly because I haven't seen the show, so I don't know what it's supposed to be, but yeah, I mean, like, it's a giant gun for him. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, pretty cool still. I'm just gonna take this off now. I'll put this back into the manner thing when we start to do the transformation segment. But let's go over articulation. Remember anything else, I will yap about it. So, going over articulation. Head is on a ball joint. These pieces, they can kind of do in and out, and they can rotate, but that's probably due transformation. Tusk are articulated. Very expressive butterfly joints. Kind of a 360, you just gotta work your way around it. Bicep swivel. Bicep bend. Hand articulation. Let's see, do you have one? Yep, waist articulation. Ab crunch, I believe. Hopefully, I don't really know if the figure has an ab crunch joint or not. I just kind of guess by the way it looks, and if it's a leader, I kind of assume it has to have one because of the budget. You got this piece for articulation. Legs can kick out that far. They can kick forward that far. They can kick back that far. Here's forward again because my hand was on it. Thighs swivel. About 90 of bend. Do you have an ankle tilt? Yep, you got an ankle tilt. And there's his articulation. So now we can get ourselves into the size comparisons. But before I do get into size comparisons, folks do want to know my thoughts and opinions on the size comparisons featured in this video. I will link to that videos in the description down below and the icon below in case folks are curious about. My touchscreen is on said figures. So up first we have from Transformers Beast Wars Neo, Deluxe Class Mach Kick. Yeah, I have an actual figure from Beast Wars Neo. Then we have from Transformers Evergreen, Transformers Prime Changes Optimus Prime. And then last we have from Transformers Generation Selects, Transformers Earthrise, Transformers Shattered Glass Universe, Voyager Class, Optimus Prime. Yeah, so I guess if you want to talk about scaling, he's basically a Voyager set at leader price, which is nothing new. They do that for the modern update for triple changes, so like Voyager and height, but it's because of the triple change and they need that leader class budget. Alright, well, let's get him prepped for Mammoth Mode. Now then, I don't know if the Tusk needs support for him or not, so I'm just going to keep them on for now, but the step requires them to be off, then I'll take them up, but for right now I'm just going to keep the Tusks on. Because with instructions, when it comes to optional parts forming, the instruction shows them with the item off, but sometimes you can keep them on, so yeah. Oh, they're supposed to be displayed like this, eh? That would make a lot more sense. Alright, well, step 1 is put them back the way they were. Step 2, you want to rotate the head. Oh, I didn't realize his, I guess, horns folded in. What? That's fine. Read the step. Okay. So they want us to rotate them completely. That's what they want us to do. See those things? They want us to rotate them. And then they want us to peg them together. Maybe I do have it on the wrong side. Just try and get the tusks back on. Yeah, do that so far and fix them up as you go through. And then what they want us to do is, what, just bring it over? Alright, well, I guess I did that step by accident. Nope. Yes. There goes a tusk. Alright, well, after dealing with the tusk issue, you want it to be like this. It's on the hinge, so you just gotta push up the hinge a bit. Okay, let's see. Go to the arms. Make sure they're flat. You want to rotate them at the bicep till you see the mammoth skin facing towards you. Then you want them to be like this. Oh, I just realized that his arms are different colors. That's interesting. Alright, turn him around. He really likes to compress on his knees a lot on my copy. Okay, foot on the mammoth legs, because apparently it's supposed to be like that. Then they want you to peg them in. Well, I don't know if peg in is the answer, but they want you to fold them in because there's a slot somewhere. I don't know where it is on the figure, but there's a slot for it. Oh yeah, now I see it. So you see that hole? It's going to connect to that tab. There we go. Flip again to here. Fold down the mammoth legs, I guess specifically the front ones. Oh, okay. Then they want you to swing them forward. I said swing it forward. Do you? Okay, there we go. First time figures are a bit stiff, but the more you transform it, the more the natural joints will loosen up. And then you see these tabs right here, they're gonna plug into the slots right there, so you just wanna bring it up on, actually it's gonna plug in right there, my fault. But it's just gonna plug in right there. Yeah. There you go. Then they want you to fold these bits out. Then they want you to unclip these bits. Then they want you to fold in this. I know it's messy, but trust the progress. Then they want you to fold these back down. Plug that back in. Rotate in his legs and peg them in together. The accessories like to fly off on my copy. Yeah, but then you want to tab in his legs together. Plug back into accessories. Said plug back into accessories. Then what do they want you to do? I guess you gotta keep these out still. Is that what they want you to do, or? Okay, they want something sticking out, but what do they want to stick out? Because the step I'm trying to do right now is step 19. So I gotta figure out how to do that step. Yeah, the instructions are stupid. Like, okay, so here's what they want you to do, step 19, but what they actually want you to do is, I gotta fix up the knee first. So, they want you to bend him at the knees, like this, which in the instructions it shows bend this forward, but it would have made more sense if they told you to do that step. So I think I'm on the instruction, guys. And this is supposed to be for ages 8+, remember that. They want us to fold this in. Okay, they do. Fold this in. Okay, I got it. So there's a peg right there. You want to unpeg it. And then you want to slide these pieces. And just look at instructions. And there should be a tab slot somewhere. Okay, let's just look to make sure I know what I'm doing. Alright, well, these pieces went in by themselves by accident, but there's a tab slot that they're supposed to connect into. But then see how there's a hole right there? This is supposed to connect into there. But on my copy, it won't want to go in for some reason. I have to do on the other side to make sure I know what I'm doing. See? There we go, now it's in. You want to take these pieces and you just want to fold them in. And it's actually dedicated weapon storage. You know, just like, oh, okay, here's a hole you can plug it into. So if you take Convoy's blaster, I mean, there's a hole near the side while I was transforming it. The piece fell out, so I'm just going to plug it in here. Yeah. Try the other way. You know what? I feel I'm not going to do that step. It's just to put away the blaster, but I'm not gonna bother with that step. Then you want to take the arms and you want to fold them down because there's a tab right there that's gonna plug into that hole right there. If it works with me. There we go. Then rinse and repeat. I didn't notice this, but he has holes on his arms that are also supposed to help you connect that. So make sure you line it up with the holes on his arm. I didn't notice that until I was doing this step. Oh, you little... Oh, it even says on the instructions that's how you're supposed to do it. Well, I'm stupid. Alright, so this is basically the body of the mammoth done. Now you just have to work on his top half. So grab this, fold it out. Make a little trunk. And there's some holes, I guess. Alright, so there's like tabs on his body somewhere that's supposed to connect here. So if I can get the first two in, I can do the rest. Alright, there we go. Come on, get in there. Ow, clipped myself. And then you fold out his ears. And... Whoa! It shows it's supposed to be like that. And yeah, this big Convoy mammoth mode. As annoying as it is, actually I don't mind doing this back and forth. Yeah, like yeah, sure. There's some steps that are complicated, but I mean, so is Promise in my top 10 for last year, and I went out and had issues. But yeah, pretty cool mammoth. Although I do know if you get the Beast Wars Neos, which did apparently get a reissue of that, like the Beast Wars Neo mode of Big Convoy apparently got a reissue during the part of the Prime Shoji, which people glazed the F out over in this was review saying, oh, you shouldn't get it, oh, the other one's so much better, It's like the same case with Astro Train. It's the same case with Convoy here. You know how like people say, oh, the old one, the Earthrise / Siege version Astro Train's better, you should stick with that one. That's basically what I heard when Convoy was revealed was, oh, stick with the Beast Wars Neo one, or the one that was reissued in Power of the Prime. Sounds a whole lot better. Even though it's like, it's expensive on the aftermarket now, so it's like, you know, this would be the only suitable option. Plus, I think it looks better. I mean, honestly, I would have preferred if it was a little bit brighter, but, you know, it's fine. Thank goodness the brown plastic issue isn't around. Because, like, with gold plastic, back in the day, brown plastic was kind of brittle. Which makes me wonder that's why they reissued the Beast Wars Neo mode, was because of the issue. Although we really should get a Transmit or Megatron update sometime soon. Because, at least, I mean, there's probably third-party updates, but I mean, like, a Hasbro update. But yeah, the instructions do show it's supposed to be out like that, so it's fine. But since this is a beast, it has articulation. You can move these legs up and forth if you want. Ears can flap. You can rotate the tusks, and then you can articulate the snout. It has 2 articulation joints, and be like, but yeah, going over the figure, nice look. We like the design. I'll throw up a picture of what the beast was. Hey, there's a plastic strip. But I forgot what the Beast Wars Neos one looked like. But yeah, still a pretty good figure. Yeah, let's go with size comparisons. Although I kind of wish Mammoths were still around to this day, but I know they were hunted to well, the hunting to extinction was definitely a factor, but I don't know if they weren't hunted to extinction, they'd still be. Well, I don't know. It'd be kind of nice seeing some of these extinct creatures still alive today. Humans was killing off everything. Like, imagine how cool it would be if mammoths were still kicking around today. Actually, apparently mammoths are actually still kicking around while the pyramids were being built. Apparently, that's what I always hear about. I don't know that fact is true or not, but that's the fact I always hear about, stuff to mess with your course of history, that mammoths were still roaming the earth when the pyramids were being built. But yeah, it would be nice to see some animals still kicking around, like the mammoth or the Tasmanian tiger. Which I know Colossal's trying to work to bring those two back, but yeah, would be nice. Alright, well, let's go over size comparisons. First we have from Transformers Beast Wars Neo, Deluxe Class, Mach Kick. Yeah. I know if we ever did get an update in Mach Kick, they would not have this gimmick, so there is a perk of buying the old one. Like I said, it was thanks to Doomscroll on TikTok one night. Like, it was late at night, it was like 11 or 12 in the evening, and I was just scrolling, and I saw that, it looks interesting, so I decided to buy it. Then up next, we have from Transformers Evergreen, Transformers Prime Changes, Optimus Prime. And then lastly, we have Transformers Generations Selects, Transformers Earthrise, Shattered Glass Universe, Optimus Prime, and I know I messed up that name. But yeah, that's been my look at Transformers Age of the Primes, Ludo Class Big Convoy from Transformers Beast Wars Neo. I do thank you folks watching this Transformers unboxing video. Folks, did enjoy the unboxing video, give the video a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below, I'm as fast as I can, and just grab the bell to be notified whenever I drop new videos /short/stream. But until next time, toodles.